Hello there, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another fragrance review for you, and we're going to be talking about Chrome United by AZZARO. Now, of course, we all know the OG Chrome by AZZARO, released in 1996, a true staple of the 90s, in my opinion. And nowadays, there are several flankers of the Chrome AZZARO line. However, this one is a little bit different. So, without further ado, let's jump right in, folks. Per usual, I'll read off the notes and then I will break it down for you. So, AZZARO Chrome United is a woody spicy released in 2013 in the form of EDT concentration. Top notes of bergamot, fresh coriander seed, and Sichuan pepper. Heart notes of Ceylon black tea and ozonic violet leaf. And base notes of white musk and cedarwood. So, fancy sounding note lineup there. Now, before we get into the smell, let's talk about this presentation. Nice looking bottle. And I really like the juice color. Dark blue, kind of ocean water. You know, we've got the blue stem, which stands out. The bottom, got the AZZARO. And then the, checkered bottom. Really nice looking bottle, typical AZZARO lid. That's the only bad thing I would have to say is the lid just kind of doesn't really, it just kind of sits on there. So you know me, don't ever pick up a fragrance by the cap because you're asking for trouble. But I could really care less about that. The only thing that matters is what it smells like. So let's check out this atomizer. Decent atomizer, folks. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's like black tea and violet leaf, little bit of woods, little bit of fresh. Let's go on skin here. 2 sprays. And you don't ever want to, if you spray it on, you don't ever want to just go right in and smell it. Give it a few seconds to dry. And you can, if it's a good fragrance, you can smell it. Man. Right off the bat, I can tell you, fresher and greener than the original. I mean, for me, I really get that violet leaf and that tea note. Man. Fresh, tea, violet leaf, a little bit of woods. I mean, you know me, I like to, a fragrance takes me somewhere. Where does this take me? It's like I'm sitting with the Queen of England, having a cup of tea, and a spot of biscuits and peas. No, but seriously, this is like Earl Grey tea, relaxing. I mean, as you can tell, I've got a dent in there. And folks, I'll be honest, I've only worn this fragrance out of the house one time. All of that is from literally just getting home and chilling. I want to relax. In the evening time, I spray some of this on. This is chill vibes, relaxing. Like I'm sitting down, reading a book, winding down, spray a couple of this, and all evening long, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm chilling with the Queen of England. I mean, and I will tell you, the dry down is the best part. This dries down to like a soft, woody, fresh laundry, if you want to call it. Just a different, like I said, this is fresher and greener than the original. Me personally, folks, I am not a big fan of the original. I know, shame on me, right? The original is way too metallic for me, way too sharp. I mean, it's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's an OG. I'll never disrespect the OGs. But this is, I mean, I barely get any of that, OG DNA. Not much to say about this one, folks. If you like, tea, black tea, kind of violet, green, leafy, relaxing fragrances, and this is fresh. this is fresh. Like, this is a great summer fragrance, you know? I mean, like I said, I don't really wear it out much, but, you know, if you're like me and you like to spray something on in the evenings and relax and chill, it doesn't get better than this. And I won't lie, folks, when I first got this fragrance, I wasn't crazy about it. Like, I got this, like, I was in a rack store, I want to say Ross, you know, and I saw this. This was years ago, you know, when I really kind of first got into fragrance collecting. And I saw this and I looked up the notes and I was like, you know what? The tea note kind of struck me. So I was curious. So, you know, I saw it at Ross for like 25 bucks, I want to say, cheaper than that. Nowadays, I checked on eBay. Now it's gone up a little bit, around the $40-$45 range maybe. And also, I'm pretty sure they did a re-release in 2024. They did a re-release. I'm not sure if they, you know, did a reformulated version or whatever, but so I can't speak on that. But, you know, this one, it grew on me. I don't know if I just set it there on the counter and let it sit and macerate, you know, but it really grew on me, folks. There's a little bit, and I want to say the reason I wasn't crazy about it as first is that tea note combined with that white musky kind of cedar woody fresh. It kind of threw me off. I wasn't expecting it. To me, it kind of smelled a little, I don't want to say old lady-ish, as I've mentioned the Queen of England several times, but, you know, that white musk, it gives off a little bit. You know that you ever smell like an old lady? She wears that powdery old stuff that is real strong. Well, the main note in those fragrances is called chantilly. So, and I don't know if there's any of that in here, but that's what I got a little bit of, just barely. But I think it's just the combination of the tea note with the woody, with the white musk. So, you know, that being said, I don't really get any more of, I mean, it doesn't really take me there anymore. It's just super relaxing. That's, if, like, you know me, a fragrance in one word, relaxing. So, you know, all that being said, I think that about wraps this one up. If you want a good, fresh, relaxing fragrance, there you go, folks. And I don't get paid for any of this. I don't, you know, I'm not like most of these, you know, big time fragrance YouTubers who have link. No, I'm telling you what's in my collection and what I think of it. So, you know, all that being said, thank you guys for watching. To all my new subscribers, shout out, salute to all you guys. We're making the army stronger, one subscriber at a time. And hey, if you like this video and you want to see more of my fragrance reviews, you know, please consider hitting that subscribe button and stay tuned because, you know, we're just getting started, folks. So, all that being said, thank you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Keep smelling good.